When was the last time you just laid flat on the floor? I have to do this every day now from now on. I can't believe it's been this long. Woo! It's a vlog kind of day. And I'm taking things one step at a time. You can't really think about the future and past as much when you're alone all the time. It'll drive you crazy. I'm gonna do some stretching really fast. I'm gonna speed it up so you don't have to be bored. How I've changed in the last few months or past couple years, honestly, because it's been a lot. I've changed a lot. Try to see if you guys can hear me through this microphone. If you can hear me, say hey. If you're wondering what this stretch is called, it's called the pretzel pose, I think. Call it the pretzel because, and don't mind my hair because I haven't had a retwist and I'm not getting one. And I'm kind of just going with the flow. Anywho, so I've been on a journey, as you guys know, and the journey is a healing journey. And this has been my journey all my life, I would say, after I moved out of my parents' house. But the difference now is like, it's as if I've hit a new chapter or something. Like this is like the second set of the book or second volume, because yeah, I'm still on that journey, but now I'm thinking about getting back to who I am. I kind of think I forgot who I am, which can happen, especially when you're in survival mode, which I am all the time. That hasn't changed yet. So, but I realized that you can lose a lot of control being in survival mode, in control of your mind. Survival mode is right there next to being a wild animal sometimes because you're really in tune with just natural instincts, and sometimes that's all that matters. But we're more than that, we're not just animals. So I had to tune back in and remember like my wants and things I don't like, my likes and dislikes, basically. And so that's what's changed about me. I'm actually loving myself. That's the change. So it doesn't seem like a big one. And it's not that I never did love myself. It's just I didn't show it to myself. I would just tell myself little white lies and, oh, I love myself, and compliment myself like everyone else does momentarily, and when you don't really care about it the most. Like, no, now I love myself the right way, the healthy way, meaning I want what's best for me, not just what I want. That means I'm focusing on like being, what's it called? Responsible, disciplined. Those forms of self-love right now are the most important things. Also, if you're new to this channel, like, hey, my name's Davida and I'm a yapper. I thought about that and I'm like, man, who was that little girl? They always say get back in touch with your child. And it's like I am. Now that I'm alone all the time, I'm always thinking about her. I'm thinking about what kind of girl I was. And I was an introvert. Like this lifestyle, it's not as scary as it would seem to other people. And now I'm realizing why. It's because I did this all my life. I grew up feeling alone all the time. That was my life growing up. I played dolls till I, couldn't anymore. I stayed to myself. I preferred my room. I went days and days and days without talking to or without having conversation. So being in that place now, like, and kind of being forced to be in this place now, it's like as if God has sat me down and is just like, be still, but also get back in touch. Get back in touch with yourself. Matters. That stuff matters. If you don't know what I'm doing right now, this is called contract release. And it's one of my favorite ways to do the butterfly stretch because my hips are so tight. I've never been naturally flexible in my hips. I've been a dancer since I was 6 years old, and I still dance to this day. And I want to keep the skill, but wanting it isn't enough, right? You start not liking moving when you don't stretch. So I'm like, I'm gonna be lazy if I don't keep stretching my limbs. I'm super long, and these legs take a minute to stretch. I'm like, okay, let's stretch. All right, so that stretch was everything that I needed. Woo! Did y'all see them splits? I got work to do. Recap on what we were talking about. So like future me, just know like I'm excited to know who she's gonna be. I'm no longer in a dark place. Thank the Lord. I just see a lot of new opportunities for me, really. So I just want you guys to be a part of that journey. There's also something I want to talk about when it comes to that journey. So let's talk about it. Okay, so on this journey, basically, I'm just trying to stay booked and just be in practice. If you really want to become the person that you're thinking about all the time, you have to show yourself that next level of self-love. Protecting yourself is a version, is a level, and I'm not saying these levels are below or above the other because I think it's going to be different for everyone. But in my case, it seems like, okay, I got down, sticking up for myself. I got down protecting myself. I got down communicating, but showing discernment. Things that I think are levels that I've succeeded in and accomplished. And of course, we'll still continue to practice in. And with that, I'm going to now move on to my next level of self love, which is about acting, being present, and disregarding all the thoughts that end up predicting things. I am a very visual person, so it gets exhausting up there. Okay. Anyways, so I'm looking at my notes because I did take some notes just to stay on base with my day and you guys. I'm going to right now practice some of the repertoire that I need to prepare for. I will be performing December 20th, and I will also be performing probably in a week or two. I have a couple gigs coming up, and one of them's with a band, and the other one is two songs that I'm singing as a soloist. And so I'm gonna just run through these really quick and see what I'm working with. I haven't posted any of my gigs on here. Should I do that? Do you guys want to see my gigs? Comment below. I'll hate going out in the storm, but if you really hold me tight, okay. All the way home I'll be warm. All the way home I'll be warm. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. I'm not trying to sing her song exactly like her, but everything she did, I want to be able to do. So most likely what I'm gonna do is try to get everything that she did. I'm gonna try. And then when it's time for that performing day, I'm just gonna sing it the way I want. And I'm gonna practice the way I want it, you know, beforehand, but just saying, like, that's usually how practice goes for me. We're gonna do the karaoke. If you can find karaoke before a performance, even if you're singing with a band, sometimes it's like a lifesaver because you can sing it without music and, you know, do it on your own. The human error moment, because you're singing and it doesn't really matter how slow or fast you're going. But when you have that tempo pushing you through the whole time and maybe some supporting notes as well, that is a more accurate performance that you're gonna have in your rehearsal. Oh, I was like, what? That ain't the right version. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I've brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate to going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But since you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. I didn't even mention, this is my first time singing this, ever. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. I didn't like that. I don't know why I did that. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we have a place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned down way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in a storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. We going for it. The blind will see, the deaf will hear, the dead will live again. The lame will leap, the dumb will speak, the praises of the Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will rule the nations? Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect lamb? And the sleeping child you're holding is the you know, it makes me feel so good inside. I've always wanted a girl just like you. Such a pretty white, such a PYT, pretty young thing. Ooh! Where did you come from, baby? And ooh, won't you take me there right away? Won't you, baby? Dinner on it, you've got to be. Spark the nature, sugar fly with me. Don't you know now is the perfect time? We can make it right, hit the city lights. Then tonight is the love and pain. Let me take you to the max. I want to love you. Pretty young thing, you need some loving. To the love and care, and I'll take you there. Girl, I want to love you. Pretty young thing, you need to loving. To the love and care, and I'll take you there. Yes, I will take you there. Don't you know now is the perfect time? We can dim the lights just to make it right. And tonight, hit the love and spot. I'll give you all that I got. I want to love you. Pretty young thing, you need some loving. Tender love and care, and I'll take you there. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I want to love you. Pretty young thing, you need some loving. Tender love and care, and I'll take you there. Yeah. Ooh, ooh. Pretty young things, repeat after me. Say na 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 na. Na 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 na. Say na 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 na. Na 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 na. Oh, take you there, take you there. I want to love you. Pretty young thing, you need some loving. To the love and care, and I'll take you there, take you there, take you there. I want to love you, I see it. Ooh, young thing, young thing. So yeah, I think that rehearsal went pretty well. I don't know what to say besides, woo, I got some practice to do. And I got some rehearsals next week, so things should work out. Wish me luck on stage. That's going to be fun. I love performing. Now, I'm just chilling. I actually am gonna wind down for the day. It was basically a me day. I just wanted this to be like a cozy, comforting, loner kind of vlogmas video. I know there's no Christmas tree, there's no Christmas like decor of any kind, and it's like, sorry. Like I have decor and I have a Christmas tree and all of that. I just don't feel like putting it up. Not this year. Soon though, when I'm in a place that I really want to be in, because this apartment ain't it, um, I will come back to you with like a real vlogmas kind of style video. Until then, you're just gonna get me, my happy self, and all of the good vibe. So I really do hope you like enjoyed stretching with me and all that stuff. Also, want to remind you guys that if you are spending the holidays alone, or if there's someone that's missing from the holidays, that's usually always there for you guys. I wish you a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holiday, and just know that you are loved and you're never really alone as well. I never feel alone, and you don't have to either. You can always look up what I'm up to on TikTok or something to cheer you up. I'm sure I'm sure I'm out there acting a fool just to entertain myself. Just take each day one at a time, and especially the holidays, take it like an hour at a time, a minute at a time. Do things for yourself that actually do make you happy, and you'd be surprised how time flies, and the whole holiday will be over before you know it. I'm a lot more relaxed and everything. I had to garden and take care of my plants, and I'm doing really well now. And I got my hot drink. Sometimes it's coffee, sometimes it's tea. This time it's coffee. Now I'm just getting ready to go into my studies. I'm going to be studying for the end of the night, and then I'm going to shower, and then I'm going to get my hot cup of tea because I drink a hot cup of chamomile tea every night. Something without caffeine, basically, to really just wind me down and reset me for the next day. I hope you guys are doing well. I don't know what to say. I'm really content, honestly. Like, of course, I want you to subscribe, I want you to share and like, but there's no point in begging. If you want to, you will. And if you enjoyed this, you'll let me know, hopefully. But I have an exciting record with me episode for episode number 6. I have a exciting little different thing going on. Hopefully I can do that for this next episode. Otherwise it'll be 7. But the point is it's a collab, and I'm gonna do a collab with Devarius Wilson is his name, or D Keys is his stage name, and I'm not sure what I can't remember exactly what the YouTube title is for his channel, but he does have a channel and he will be posting content really soon. Yeah, so we're going to be collabing. He's a wonderful musician and we've worked together now a few times. And so that will be a fun video for you guys to see. We're planning on collabing on one song and covering it and making it our own. As we like to do, it's gonna be a remix. I don't know what the song is, so don't ask. Okay, one of them was gonna be somebody that I used to know, but now I'm like, that's overdone. So we'll have to. I think I'm gonna brainstorm a little longer on that. Yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. You guys don't want to see me study. That shit gets real boring. Even for me, I'm gonna be scrolling probably in the first 20 minutes because because I'm terrible like that sometimes. Anyways, love you guys, and go have some fun. And for the love of music, be you.